My name is Hercule Poirot, and I am probably the greatest detective in the world.
With, quite possibly, the greatest mustache I've ever seen. But before we get to this classic whodunit...
Hey! We know each other. He's a friend from work.
Holding on to the top spot and continuing to dominate the box office this week is Thor Ragnarok, bringing in an estimated $56.6 million in its second week out. As with most Marvel films, Ragnarok has quickly pushed past $500 million worldwide, but things could slow down next week.
Ride ain't over yet.
My man.
At least that's what DC Studios and the folks at Warner Brothers are hoping for. Even though Batman v Superman and Suicide Squad were reviewed poorly, they did have huge box office debuts. But let's stick with this week for now. On to number 2.
And his total lack of masculinity, I mean, his weak chin and soft underbelly bothers you not a bit.
You know, I'm just getting the feeling maybe you guys would like some privacy.
Taking second place this week is Daddy's Home 2, bringing in a solid $30 million in its first week out. That's less than the original Daddy's Home debut, but not by much. Daddy's Home opened with $38 million, but managed nearly $250 million worldwide over the course of its box office run. That's a great return on investment for just about any comedy feature film. And Daddy's Home 2 is following the same formula, depending on its two major stars and the strength of the original film to, hopefully, make people overlook its god-awful Rotten Tomatoes score. Good luck, fellas. On to number 3.
It appears that our bad luck has worsened. That is...
A passenger has died on the train.
He was murdered.
Good God.
Finally, at number 3 is a classic whodunit starring a very distracting mustache. Murder on the Orient Express brought in an estimated $28 million in its debut. Add that to the foreign box office take of $57 million, and you get a very impressive opening weekend.
Agatha Christie's most perfect crime. Murder on the Orient Express.
Since Murder on the Orient Express was first put on the silver screen in 1974, it's been adapted 4 times for TV and radio. And like most classic stories, it's always hard to live up to the original.
It's a dazzling meh. If you're gonna later go see the 74 version, that one really I think is delivers on all the levels that this movie doesn't quite.
As for next week, I'm hoping for the best, but preparing for the worst.
As a bat signal, that's your... Oh, sorry. That's your signal. That means we have to go now.
Yeah, that's what that means.